The man suspected in a trio of bombings in New York City and New Jersey was shot at least 11 times before his arrest on Monday. Ahmed Khan Rahami remains in critical condition. This as details continue to emerge about his history of travel to Pakistan and Afghanistan and how he might have carried out the bombings. Joining me now, Congressman Donald Payne, Jr., who is the top Democrat on the Homeland Security Committee. He also represents New Jersey's 10th District, which includes Linden, where bombing suspect Ahmed Khan Rahami was arrested. Congressman, it's good to have you with us, sir. Appreciate you coming in.
Well, thank you for having me.
We know that Ahmed Rahami was shot several times and is unable to communicate with police. What are you hearing about the investigation at this point and progress that is being made?
Well, obviously there are two men that they're interested in speaking to that have seen around the bombing site in New York, and they are trying to identify these two men in order to speak to them. That we had a private top-secret briefing with Homeland and FBI in Congress on Thursday, and these two interests are where we are now. Let me just also commend the Linden Police Department for being able to take down this perpetrator and put him in the hospital. I checked with the sheriff in Essex County yesterday, and he's still in the hospital in critical condition. And just want to spoke to Chief Jonathan Parham of the Linden Police Department, and Officers Hammer and Padilla are doing fine, and we just want to thank them.
Yeah, that's certainly good news, and we're very happy to hear that they both had a speedy recovery. Sir, I wanted to ask you about Rahami's travel. We know that he's traveled to Pakistan at least 4 times between 2005 and 2014, and in 2013 he may have also traveled to Syria. In 2014 he traveled to Turkey. So we're assuming that he may have made his way into Syria. We now know he posted links to radical videos on social media back in 2010. Are you at all concerned that even though the FBI had an inquiry into this guy, we know his travel, we know some of the places that he went to, that no red flags were raised? Were there clues that may have been missed?
Well, the investigation will bear that out. But, based on the information that I've seen, all the protocols were followed in terms of flagging his travel. He had family members there. His wife was there. One thing that flags, well, I won't even go into that, but...
Well, you're more than welcome to if you have a piece of information that you'd like to share.
No, the reason I stopped is because, as we go through this exercise in terms of where he was and what he's done, I think sometimes the pundits and the experts that come on these shows give too many information and help educate, potential terrorists in the future, saying that the bomb was 2 blocks away from a really great target and would have done more harm there. I mean, there's no need to educate these perpetrators any further, so that's why I bit my tongue. But it appears that the protocols were followed with his travel, based on what I've seen. Now, things might come out during this investigation where it says that there might have been something else. But to this point, I think the FBI has done an incredible job in Homeland and everyone involved to this point. To catch him in under 50 hours, 48 hours, is incredible.
Yeah, the investigation moved very quick. The investigation moved very quickly. But I'm curious to get your thoughts. Do you believe that Rahami acted alone, that he could have pulled this off? When you look at how many different locations and different types of bombs that were used, is this a person who could have just been a lone actor? Possibly.
I mean, it just would have taken a long time to put this whole movement into movement, but it could potentially have been a lone actor. But the investigation will bear that out as we move forward.
All right, Congressman Donald Payne, thank you very much, sir, for joining us. I appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.